This past holiday, all I pretty much did was make boring ass YouTube videos that barely get any views, have existential crisis, get scammed in Facebook Marketplace, enjoy the Christmas holidays. And oh yeah, play video games. The games I mostly played were Cyberpunk 2077, Clear Obscure Expedition 33, and Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. So you better shut the fuck up about, well, you didn't play Expedition. I fucking played both, and yes, I finished both games. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 got nominated for 3 Game Awards. Game of the Year, Best RPG, Best Narrative, 3 nominations, and you know how many it won? 0. Zero. Lost all 3 to Expedition 33. Now look, Expedition 33 is good. I literally just said I played it. It's a solid RPG with a cool story. I'm a big fan of Pokemon, so don't even say that I'm biased because of the turn-based mechanics. But come on, KCD2 does shit no other game has ever done. Warhorse Studio, which is a decently small Czech game devs, made a game that makes AAA games looks like amateurs, and they got nothing? I mean, PC Gamer did name it Game of the Year. Thank God someone has taste. And yeah, they did get some awards somewhere else, but not in the Game of the Year awards. Now you may ask, why am I defending this game so much? Well, here's what makes this game different. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is basically an immersive sim in a body of an open-world RPG. You know what an immersive sim is? Dishonored, Prey, games where you have a problem and the game gives you tools and says, figure it out yourself. And in KCD2's case, you start the game naked with no money and no purpose. Other generic RPG games gives you quests, a marker, and say, go here, do this, then collect reward. Kingdom Come does this a little bit different. It gives you a quest and sometimes doesn't even put the exact marker on your map until you get more information. NPCs give you verbal directions or clues like,
You go west from the village, past the old mine buildings, until you reach one that's collapsed. The mine entrance is next to it.
Where you actually have to listen first, then you go ahead and find it. Yeah, there's markers on your map when you have the info, but unlike other games, this game has no minimap, no glowing trail, and no spoon feeding you wherever the fuck it is. You know, not being treated like a fucking kid getting spoon-fed instead of actually being immersed in a world. This game makes you open your map and look at it like an actual person would. This game has those really great details that would make you feel like everything you do matter. Other details, like how your food rots over time, you have to eat or you starve to death, you have to sleep because you need rest or you'll be really exhausted, and how if you get dirty, people will visibly react to you being covered in filth.
Greetings. You stink. You know that?
Your equipment degrades the more you use it, and if you don't fix it anytime soon, it sometimes breaks. NPCs remember your actions, and all of this matters simultaneously for how you approach quests. And I'm not saying that Kingdom Come Deliverance is the only game with those features and mechanics, but how KCD2 implements these with a great level of polish. And things you can do in this game is just limitless. You can forge your own swords at actual forges, brew your own f***ing potion, and if you're good enough and have a high enough level, the things you make can be better than what you can buy in shops. And there's just so much more small detail that it's hard not to appreciate. When you engage in conversations, it feels so immersive because you can choose whatever response you want. Side with whoever you want. Talk to them, you lose reputation.
Didn't you say your purse was heavy? If you're going to keep yanking my pizzle, I'll kick your ass to Kingdom Come Deliverance.
And how the game implements the charisma and speech system is just so golden and entertaining at times. Like how you get low charisma when you smell like pig. And if you get a high charisma, you can haggle to get lower prices. And it gives you all the freedom. Like if you want to rob a merchant, you can go to his bed when he's sleeping, steal his keys because the game lets you do that. You can kill him and take his shit, or not kill him and sell the stuff you stole from them and they would know that it was stolen from them.
What? You're trying to sell me my own things? You're a thief! And a stupid one at that!
And it goes way deeper than that. When you buy something from them, the money you spend, you can literally steal them right back. That's just insane, but yes, they are aware that they're being stolen from and they'd be suspicious if you were seen near the area. And even sometimes add extra security when they get robbed so much. And if you're suspicious, you can get searched, and if they found something stolen, you'd pay for your crimes.
Oh, well. What have we here? You didn't come by this honestly, you crook. I'm confiscating everything, according to the law.
Or if you have a high enough speech or charisma stat, you could literally talk your way out of it. Now, that's just on another
Well,
level.
I didn't kill it just for the thrill. I had a good reason.
I'd love to hear it then.
That beast was mocking me.
What?
I walked by it, and all of a sudden, I heard, "Arsehole!" And there was nobody else there, just the animal. I said to myself, I must be hearing things. I wanted to keep going, and then I heard it again. Bastard! So I turned round and said, "Are you talking to me?" Well, guess what happened next?
I haven't the foggiest.
It looks me straight in the eyes and starts to I was furious! And after that, well, I reckon I just got carried away.
The game doesn't care about what you do as long as you know the consequences that would come after. It gives you the tools and it lets you decide. And the only thing stopping you is your own will. You have to commit to your decisions, and yeah, some people hate this, and the most people who does are the people who's just anxious about which option to pick. But you don't have to be. Every major side quest has multiple solutions. You can talk your way through it, sneak your way through it, bribe your way through it, or be an epic gamer and just barge into them. And the game remembers. You steal from someone, they'd remember. You help someone, they'll remember. You show up covered in blood, they'd react. And the quests are so fucking good that you can accidentally do 3 or 4 side quests in a row and suddenly hours passes by and you didn't even notice. It pulls you in like you're actually in that world, and you're not just controlling a character. This game is hyper-specific about 15th century Bohemia and how it works because they went all in on it. The places you can find in-game are based on actual real places with really great accuracy. And they recreated it with historians, so some events of the game is based in real life. Every building placement, every street layout, they did actual good research on it. And if that doesn't show dedication to a game, I don't know what will. And also, fun fact, this game has accurate speed of sound physics. A player tested it by watching lightning and measuring delay based on distance, and it matched the real-world physics. Who does that? Who puts so much detail into a medieval RPG game? Warhorse Studio do. Okay, so combat. The first game had 5 directional attack and was harder. This game improved on it and now it has 4 directions and it's more streamlined than before. Some people think it's easier and yeah, it probably is. But here's the main thing. The combat still works because it fits the game's philosophy. You're not some overpowered chosen one. You're Henry, a blacksmith's son who's gotten better at fighting, but you're just still a dude. You can't just easily kill 200 soldiers at once, so you find better ways. You need to use stealth, plan your approach, pick them off one by one, and the combat makes you think tactically. Like your weapon types. If you're fighting someone with an armor and you use a sword, it wouldn't be as effective than a mace. And you can use crossbows for long range, and yeah, they're really hard to use. And the game makes you consider your loadouts, like how you should adapt into different situations. And one of the things that makes this game immersive is their NPCs. The NPCs in this game have actual schedules, and if you watch them, it's almost like they're alive. Not just some NPC in a corner standing like a fucking statue or moving only one specific place. You can follow anyone and watch their routine, but be careful though. Being creepy like that can result to you getting reported to the guards. And almost all of the people who played it is just absolutely amazed on how crazy detailed this game is. Both gameplay-wise, lore-wise, and the gameplay mechanics too. And graphically, it's absolutely not lacking in that. In fact, it looks so good without using Unreal Engine 5 and those unoptimized lops. This game runs really well on the get-go, and the graphics? Oh my fucking god. At times, you wouldn't even distinguish it from real life. And I know other games like Red Dead 2 or Last of Us look really great, but to me, the visuals feel like a stylized graphics and doesn't really perfectly replicate how real life would look like. On the other hand, the visuals on KCD2 feels like more realistic. I don't know how to describe it, but yeah, the graphics are just fantastic. And yes, I finished both games. Player Obscure Expedition 33 is genuinely good. Great turn-based combat system, compelling story, beautiful decent art style, but it's made with Unreal Engine 5, so it can be unoptimized and look really weird sometimes. But I still had fun with it. And if I had to pick one game to win Game of the Year, it would be Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Not even close, and I will pick it every single time. Because Expedition 33 is a game I play. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is a game I experience. It's a game that makes you remember specific moments like real memories. That one ambush at night in early game. That one NPC side quest. Getting drunk and falling off your horse. This feels like things that happened to me, not just content I consumed. KCD2 makes me think, plan, strategize, adapt. It makes me feel like I'm actually living in 15th century Bohemia. That's something no other game does at this level. This game is twice the size of the first one and about 80 to 120 hours of gameplay depending on how you play. 2 massive regions to explore. The city of Gutenberg is one of the largest and one of the most detailed cities ever created in RPG. You can explore for hours and keep finding new things. The game has hundreds of side quests and random encounters, and most of them are actually really interesting. Full voice acting, multiple solutions, real consequences, and you just have the freedom in the world to do whatever you want. And this is what people have been asking for. An RPG that lives up to its name. A role-playing game. An RPG with actual depth and complexity. An RPG that isn't afraid to be difficult and uncompromising. The game sold 1 million copies in one day, 4 million by November, and most people who bought it loved it. In a world where every AAA game is safe, focus-tested, spoon-feeding you bullshit designed to appeal to the broadest possible audience, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 stand out like a middle finger to the entire industry. It's difficult, it's uncompromising, it's janky sometimes, and it doesn't give a fuck about your feelings. It won't make things as easy as just pressing buttons. Like when you're making potions, forging swords, and it's absolutely fucking brilliant. And the fact that this game is made by a small Czech studio that started with 11 people. They had a fraction of the budget of most AAA games, and they created something that puts most AAA game releases into shame. Warhorse Studio created something special, something unique, something that will be remembered because it was made with passion and creativity, not profit in mind. Now, I know that some people might not feel the same, saying things like the game is too slow or the game is too boring for some of them, which is fucking stupid, but yeah, pretty valid. Is it the game's fault? No, because I don't find it boring like other people. In fact, I enjoy it, and I can safely say that I'm not a big fan of games that are slow. I prefer games that are faster, and I admit my attention span is not good either. It's probably because I didn't want to learn so much shit, like all these complicated things, but there's something about this game that just made me stick like a glue. It's a bit embarrassing to say, but I never really got to play Elden Ring, and not because the game is bad, it's because I can't force myself to play it. It's not really about the difficulty either, because I've played many similar games like Sifu and Sekiro. But it's more about how overwhelming it'll be to learn all the controls, combos, mechanics, and all that scares me. But yet somehow, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is just different. It's slow, yeah, and it's boring if your idea of fun is a constant dopamine hits and explosions. But I don't know. I think it's more of like, I just really appreciate all the details and depth they added and how much effort they spent in the game. And when you play the game, you can really tell that the people who created it really cares. Anyways, I mean, yeah, that's all about it. You should hit that like, subscribe because I need money and that's all. Bye.